What's going on, everyone? It is me, Zoltar Speaks. Welcome back to the channel. We are back in DCS today, back in the Black Snakes jet. It has been far too long since we've done any sort of maneuvers or formation or anything like that, and we are rebuilding the team. Yes, you heard it correctly. The team is coming back, and we need you guys. We need formation pilots. If you guys are interested, regardless whether you have formation experience or not, hit me up. The only thing that you really need is to have the F-18 in DCS, and we would prefer it if you would be able to aerial refuel efficiently and effectively. And we also prefer that you're over 18 because we make too many jokes and we mess around a little too much here. So be an adult, please. But anyways, let me know if you guys are interested. If you are, there's a Discord and an application link in the description down below in this video for you guys to check out. Sorry for no webcam today. We are running head tracking software instead, so that's why there's no webcam, because I'm actually using OpenTrack paired with AI Track to use my webcam as my head tracking software. It works pretty good. It's not that bad. It does lag DCS just a little bit occasionally, but overall it's not too horrible. The only thing that I have flown since I've got DCS back up and running is the Kristen Eagle and the L-39. So I have not been back in a Hornet yet, and I don't know how well this is going to go. I hope it goes good, but it's been so long, I'm hoping that I can still actually start the thing and fly it well. So regardless, we're going to do some solo maneuvers and sort of stuff like that today. Just have a little bit of fun with it. And of course, we'll just go from there. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning into the video. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this dude all set up. So we're going to turn our MFDs on today. We're going to turn up our HUD brightness, our MPCD down here at the bottom. We're going to set our altitude as close to 0 as we can get it. We might have to tweak it just a little bit when the HUD pops up, but we'll see. We're going to go ahead and turn our radar on to operate. INS is going to come to ground, and then our flaps are going to come to half, and then we are pretty much good to go. So at this point, we would turn on our batteries, and then I, as boss, would call standby for the ladders. Ladders up now. Standby for the canopies. Canopies down now. And as the canopy comes down, we will start our DPU. We'll go ahead and bring the mirrors out. We will uncage our SAI and bring it to the horizon. As soon as we get the green light over here, we will engine crank to the right. So we'll start our right engine first to give hydraulic power to the aircraft. I have no idea what I just clicked there. I messed up something, didn't I? Well, we're at 25, so we'll just go ahead and drop that up. We want bingo set to 2000 here. EFI quantity. Okay. Oh Lord. There we go, we're good there. Alright, we're going to turn the stick off so I can see a little better. And then we will go ahead and crank the left engine as well. Wait for 25 once again. 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, advance to idle. We're going to hit stored heading here just to make this go by a little bit quicker. Alright, and now we can program some stuff. So yeah, we were really close on altimeter. Not quite there. There we go. Now we're good. We will turn our ECM onto standby. Dispenser will come to bypass. And then we can put the left MFD on the HUD repeater, the right MFD onto FCS. And then we're going to go for waypoint 2, which is our center point. And then we can arm our smoke and our spring. I am still using the Blue Angels mods developed by Coop Razor and Thomas. Their Discord will also be linked down below for the DCS World Blue Angels. Fantastic guys, super nice to work with, super easy to work with, and we asked them if we could reskin some of their stuff to give them like a Black Snakes timer and things like that, and they were more than willing to let us do that. So super big shout out to those guys. Also, timer, is currently working in this latest version of DCS, which is great. I had to deal with some Lua changes and stuff like that to try to get it working, but it is officially working, and I'm proud of that. So we're good. We can go ahead and arm our seat. We can reset our FCS page. There we go. And we will just wait for the OK down here, which we already have. Fantastic. We'll turn our INS onto IFA. And now we're good to go. We are aligned. And we can go ahead and turn the comms 8 and 18. Whoa, head tracking. Thank you. I was itching my nose as I was doing that, and it was like wigging the head tracking out. There we go. Fantastic. Alright, we are all set up, so we can go ahead and call for the takeoff checks as soon as we turn on OBOGs, just in case, because we might be kind of high up at some point. Then again, we might not do that at all, but we'll see. Alright, takeoff checks. Check your smoke pressure's arm, check your trim set, check your heading norm. Heading is 305. Check your altimeter 2977 for corrected center point elevation of 0 feet. Check your barrel warning 0. Check your FCS 12, 30, 30, 32 down. Check your fuel. Seat arm, lights out. And then we'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., etc. I did not actually check my fuel, so let's go ahead and do that. We'll do left, center, push, center, right, center, up, or pull center, and then left rudder, center, right rudder, center. Fantastic. We're good there. And then just to check our smoke, we can be like, check your smoke pressure's arm, smoke on, and smoke off. Smoke is working just fine. Sorry, I was grabbing a drink there. Alright, so we are half flaps. We will continue our taxi that way. I'm going to skip the other ground calls for now and skip some of the in-flight calls as well, just because it can get pretty annoying just listening to it on a YouTube video, so we're not going to deal with most of those. If you want to see videos on said calls, go watch our demonstration or go watch my Blue Angels number 5 maneuvers with all of the calls, because it's in there. Alrighty, we will go ahead and pop off our parking brake here, and then boss is coming out. Alright, let's get up just a little bit here, nose steering on too high. And we will just pitch this guy to the left. There we go. We're on center line. We're good to go. Our lights are off as we like them to be. And then we're going to go ahead and come left over here onto the ramp. My throttle has been acting ever so slightly weird. It's got this weird back and forth motion happening. I'm not sure exactly what it's doing there. I'm going to have to take a look at that and see. I might have to get a new throttle or at least work on this one because it's a little funky at the really low levels. Alright, so runway's clear, so we're going to go ahead and come to the left. I'm going to line up slightly off center of center line, as boss usually does. We don't need much runway, so we're going to go here, ease the brakes all the way down until we stop. Alright, and we are good to go. Everything looks good, so we will call for a dirty brake here on takeoff. I don't know what was happening. And we will go ahead and run her up. So we're looking for 85. There's 85. Smoke on. Off brakes now. Burners ready now. Yes, sir. Into half burner gate. We'll wait for that 140-ish. Give her a little pull. Once airborne, we'll come out of burner. Wait for everybody else to get in the formation. And then ready, hit it. Smoke off. Gear up. Flaps up. Wait for the jet to settle in a little bit. There we go. Good to go. Gears up, flaps are up. Now all we've got is the spring. Alright, so we're going to push the jet just a little bit here. We push it in some maneuvers. So first of all, we're just going to go ahead and do a wing over pretty much here. Turn around as fast as possible. There's my that's either 3.5 mile marker, I think, or 3. It's 3.5. Easing the power just a bit here. Alright, let's bring her back up. Aiming for around 350-ish. And we'll try to get pretty low. There's 350. I think about 150, maybe a little less. Yeah, that's great. And the smoke's gonna come on. Oh, a little hole. Ready, hit it. Smoke off. Fantastic, my guys. Man, I miss it. I miss it, guys. This is so much fun. Well, good news, I can still fly the airplane, so that's great. I didn't know how well this would go, to be perfectly honest with you. And I'm not kidding, this is the first time that I have hopped back in it since back when. I didn't look at a refresher or anything either. I wanted to see if I remembered how to start it, but I guess you spend so much time in it and it's gonna be pretty forgiving for the most part. Alright, we're gonna absolutely kill it here. I'm gonna bring out the board. Okay, board's up. And we are going to sink it down. We are going to get as slow as possible here. Alright, there it is. And that's pretty flat. So we're going to go ahead and put our board up, put our smoke on, and start giving her just a little throttle. Not so much that we're sinking, but pretty friggin' close. There we are. There's that high alpha. Roughly 15 degrees nose up. Whoa, dropping it pretty hard here. There it is. Alright, and then we'll come smoke off and we'll come back to level. And we'll just gain airspeed. Fantastic. Not bad. Not bad. Good job, Hornet. Wow, it's been forever since I've done that. You can tell because it's bad. But it's alright. It's alright. We're learning as we go. Man, I really miss this. Yeah, we need you guys. We absolutely need you guys. I need people to come do this with me. It is so much fun, and I think you guys will really enjoy it. There's a couple of things that I do need to address here, just as we're going along and as we're having fun. The biggest one is that, no, my team will never be in another platform. And there are so many people out there nowadays that have been trying to bring it into VR chat and copy what we do. I've had several guys tell me that they're just going to steal my logo and stuff like that. And all of our content and stuff that we've made for it for so far. I own the copyrights for all of this stuff. All of the liveries were created by my boy X, though, so he owns the liveries. And yeah, I mean, and not only does he own the liveries, but I own the logo. The logo is hand drawn. It's just, there's too much stuff going on here in DCS, and we are a DCS team. We've always been a DCS team, and as much as I appreciate people, you know, liking what we do and enjoying the content, and enjoying some of the liveries and stuff that we've made, we super appreciate that. But we are a DCS team, and we're going to stay a DCS team. So for all of the people out there that are watching that are in VR chat or trying to bring the Black Snakes elsewhere, you don't have permission to do that, and you absolutely will not. So if we ever want to bring it into VR chat, we will do it ourselves. This is not up for discussion. But none of us really play VR chat, and it's not our kind of game, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. But in case it does, or in case we wanted to bring it into VR chat, we would do that ourselves, and that's not something that we're willing to let go. So, I hope all of you understand that, if that's what you're looking for. This is not that. This is not that. We're not down for that. So, if you see any other logos or anything out there, just know that we created it first. It is our team, and those people should be reported because they are blatantly stealing copyrighted information. So, and we are in the process of obtaining the trademark for the logo. So, there's also that. But anyways, now you know, and now you are aware. So, definitely not into the VR chat sort of world. No offense. I do have respect for all those guys that do VR chat, and that's their, you know, MO, and the teams that they do, and they do a really good job. I mean, a lot of those guys really know how to fly, but it's not DCS. It's not serious enough for us, and we're looking for more of a simulator sort of team. So that's a really big one for us. But we did have some guys that copied our stuff. They took it down after we talked to them about it, so I appreciate those guys for taking it all down and apologizing and not using it anymore. But that's another big reason that we're bringing back the team. It's been too long, and people are starting to, you know, kind of run wild with the idea of the Black Snakes not existing anymore, and we're back. So the life kind of got in the way, and we were busy for a while there, but we are not busy anymore. So we are absolutely coming back, and one of my guys that I used to fly with, that I had an amazing time with, he is coming back for the for the lead solo pilot. So he will be number 5, which is fantastic. Looking forward to flying with him again. And like I said, 2, 3, 4, and 6 is what we are looking for. So guys, if you are able and willing, and you've done formation and stuff like that in DCS before, just go ahead and submit an application, join our Discord, and let's do a flight together, and let's talk about it. If you aren't over 18, as I said before, it depends on your formation experience. If you're like 16 or 17 and you've been flying formation for a while, go ahead and submit an application. We'll talk to you. But we would prefer for everyone to be over 18 years of age. Let's go ahead and do one more maneuver here, and then we'll go ahead and pitch to land. I think we've been flying for long enough. It's about 20 minutes in, so I think we're about done. But we'll go ahead and do a classic Blue Angels opposing MRT. And as soon as we're done with that, we'll go ahead and just come in for a landing. We'll actually land. We'll do a pitch to land. I was going to say we'll land the opposite way from where we took off, but nah. We'll do a quick pitch to land. Make it look good. All right. So we're coming in sort of at an angle here, so we're gonna pitch left. I don't have anybody flying off of me right now, so ain't no thing. We'll just get lined up best we can here. Smoke's on, and smoke's coming off. A little pull, And then ready, hit it. Almost burner, not quite. As close to burner as we can get without actually going into it, and then also as much of a pull as we can get without stalling the jet here. I'm actually going to have to let off just a bit. And then we'll roll it out. Smoke will come off, and then that'll be that. And then we'll just go ahead and pitch up and out here. Almost an MRT at this point to get back in line with the airport. There we go. We'll roll her out. Much slower roll out this time. Fantastic. And then we'll start killing our speed here. We don't want to be coming in too hot or too fast for the airport. We'll go ahead and drop half flaps here. Start coming left. We're under 250. We'll go ahead and drop the gear. Ooh. Fighting me just a little bit here. Ain't no thing, ain't no thing. All right. We'll go ahead and go full flaps now that we're on final. Wait for that kind of bit of float. There it is. Pitch that nose up just a tidbit here. Kind of pull back the nose. Not my greatest landing ever, not bad. We're going to go ahead and use my full stick here, just a little bit as an aero brake. Start tapping the brakes gently until we're under 80, and then we can kind of give a lot more brake pressure. There we go. Actually came off of this pretty nicely. That looked pretty good. Huh. For some reason my elevator trim button is not working. This is a little weird. I don't know what's up with that. Oh well. Ain't no thing, ain't no thing. We're good. We'll just we'll pull over here by the Blue Angels com cart that I forgot to add my texture in to reskin. So it's still a Blue Angels cart right now. No biggie. Let's see if I can get the plane on the line. I used to know how to put my front wheel like on that line. A little bit more forward. A little bit more forward. There we go. I think right there, maybe. We'll see. What does that look like? Ah, shoot. We were over it. Alright. Well, close enough. Whatever. Alright. Well, we're going to go ahead and shut down here. So, usually, we just kill the engines. Just like that. Go ahead and bring the INS and the radar off. And then we will go ahead and turn off the MPCD, the HUD, and the MFDs here. We will canopies up now. Same over for the ladders, ladders down now. And then, as long as we've still got that armed, boss is glad to be here. Ah, love it. Classic ejection at the end of every practice and every demonstration. So yeah, guys, that's what we got right now. I really missed I really miss flying. It's a lot of fun, and I really need some people to fly with. So if you guys are interested, please let me know. We need to get into this as soon as possible. But yeah, it's super fun, super fun. And I really appreciate all of you guys watching this video. If you liked it, I hope you did. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, all sort of that jazz. And you guys know what to do down in the description below. That is where the Discord and where the application for the team will be at. So please let me know what's up there, and I hope to see you guys in the skies very soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.